Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy Ferran Torres is another talented Spanish wide player, although he's done well when he's played centrally when required. I mean, very capable in possession, we all know that, but he has this real drive about him, something that makes him very good in those one-on-one situations in wider positions.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. Cross from Ferran Torres. Chaleta Shah gets... He's having a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Gorachategi, some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oyarzabal, and it's Soler, played out to the left flank. Barrenechea has it out wide and in space. Ferran Torres. Carreras. Ferran Torres. Now Ødegaard. And here's Shevchenko. Mbaye. He's in a good position here. Can he finish? And there's a goal. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Carreras. Carreras. Hangs one in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Barcelona have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Now it's Kubo. He's shifting through the gears here. Good ball, good take. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's had it nicked away. Thinks about the shot. Cross gets his head on it! And that's a tidy finish. Kubo duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, he's gifted it to Shevchenko! Gorchategi. That is ended up in no man's land. Shapes to shoot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And it's Barrenechea. Now it's Barrenechea. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is There's the shot! Well, that is rather wayward.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Sergio Gomez. Referee's given a throw. Chaleta Shah. Martin. Gorchategi. And it's Barrenechea. This is a promising build-up. That is good progress on the left. He is through here. Now it's Carlos Soler. Carlos Soler tries to get it clear. Ball's gone out of play. Crosses it in.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
He's played it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
No luck with that dink over the top. Ball is over the line. Well read, and the danger is averted. Sends it crossfield. Carreras. Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. Martin promptly onto that, and that is that. Sergio Gomez. Barcelona looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Kubo looking understandably energised after his goal. Driving forward. The less said about that pass, the better. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Out towards the flank. He's a sharp little ball here. Shevchenko had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Barrenechea receives it in a wide position. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. That's claimed by the keeper. Ødegaard charging forward, the ball at his feet. That's good vision. He's had it taken off him. Backward it goes. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Carreras scooting forward. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. And he shoots! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular man.
Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Barcelona palpably stronger, better, superior.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Shevchenko being hounded, manhandled at times.
Oh, look, Peter.
And the shot! And he's stuck it away! They are playing them off the park! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now that looks a decent ball. Great ball, and he's in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Gorachategi plays it long. And it's Elizondo. Elizondo proves just a little bit too strong. Ferran Torres.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Dink through. And he's picked it up out wide. Looking for the far post. Towering header! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And he's there to belt it away. So we have further activity on the bench here. Kubo, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Well, this could purely be down to rotation with the next game in mind, but he doesn't look very happy.
Oh, the ball's gone astray. That's the throw. Gorichategi. Now it's Oyarzabal. And here's Shevchenko. Camavinga. It's a goal kick. Munoz. Chaleta Shah. And it's Zakarian. It's a good foot in there. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Carlos Soler. Now it's Oyarzabal. And this is Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was...
And Shevchenko! Oh, denied at the last.
Shevchenko clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Cafu. And it's Ødegaard. Martin. Now Elustondo. Gorichategi. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now it's Barrenechea. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, good take in a good area. Fernandez. Mbai. Oh, nicely intercepted. Carlos Soler. Barrenechea is onto this. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now it's Ferran Torres. Camavinga. Camavinga powering forward here. And he's there to get it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Ødegaard! Brought out the best in the keeper. Munoz. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's delightful. That's good play. Barrenechea, and he's managed to get free. No way through, so back it comes. And that will be the final act. Barcelona, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Chers spectateurs, nous vous souhaitons la bienvenue pour
Well, the
ce
stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Zielinski is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
I would say, Peter, he's equally useful with and without the ball. He's a good leader too, setting the tone for the rest of the team. So he's going to make an impact in most matches, I would think.
Léo.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Well, we're on the way. No, it's come to nothing. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Cross flung in towards the middle. And he's there to clear it. Played back in. And that should get the job done. Diomande. Bomo. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Namaso. Auxerre, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Bomo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Namaso! And he's heaved it away. Namaso. Modric. Here's Zielinski. Mbappe. And it's Robertson. Oh, that's nice. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Now it's Ferran Torres. Played into space. That's beautifully... Chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Oh no, he's got that wrong. It's run loose here. Still goalless at the moment. Diomande.
Auxerre really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box.
Sinayoko. Maguire did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Can he latch on to this? And That's a simple one for the keeper. Now it's Mbappe. Strong running down that left flank. He has found the way through. Big chance! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Le numéro 10.
The first breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Now it's Ferran Torres, and that's been intercepted. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Namaso. Ahamada, he's got away. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And it's Modric. Diomande. Ahamada. Oh, it's come loose. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Namaso. Driving on and making good progress. Ahamada. Namaso. Chance! Cleared away. And that brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Barcelona come in leading by just the odd goal.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Barcelona looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And so the action is resumed. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And we have our very first corner. Point-blank header! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Spread neatly, Robertson. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Camavinga. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Ferran Torres! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Ferran Torres has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
And he can clear it away. And it's Modric. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, lovely bit of skill. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Alexander-Arnold picks it up out wide. And that was very necessary. Robertson. Elects to cross. They've got a corner here. Barcelona have their second corner now. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hamada gets a foot in here. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Le numéro 10. À sa place, le numéro 7.
A formality, we're level. Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
We're looking at a different game now.
Both teams having to rewrite their plans and start from scratch here. Plenty of food for thought for both managers.
He's picked his way through. Oh, he's been caught napping. In again. Maguire attempts a clearance. Back in once more. Oh, good climb. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Diomande. Good ball, good take. Oh, takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Searching pass he's played there.
This is actually quite a courageous move.
Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Le numéro 27.
Auxerre have opted to make another change here.
Le numéro
I think you have
29.
to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Just eases him off the ball. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe getting forward. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. And it's Robertson. Lovely feet. Driven in. And there's the clearance. Brilliantly cut out.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now this could be a chance. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Maguire getting this one clear. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's having a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's been taken short. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
That has been knocked clear. Mbappe. Van Dijk. And it's Modric. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold, and he's gone searching cross-field. Incoming delivery.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Namaso. And we're done. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
And it's been taken short. And the finish! And he's there to make the block. Pirlo standing over it. They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Pirlo. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Robertson cuts it out. He won't be happy with that one. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. And Shevchenko! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that silenced the crowd, Peter. Item 1 on the to-do list. Done.
Fernandes. Now Ødegaard. Looking for the run. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Ball's played through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Ødegaard. And they're back on the ball again. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Now it's Shevchenko. Ødegaard. Alexander-Arnold. Pirlo. Spread to the right.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And it's Neymar.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more, defenders popping up in these positions. OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Threads one in. Incoming to towering header! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Looking for options for movement. Cafu. Berghaus. Tries to pass it through. Cafu. Cafu plays it in. Kvaratskhelia.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Batistuta. Gives it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Neymar. Neymar! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Alexander-Arnold. He's picked his way through. Alexander-Arnold plays it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
And that's going right the way across.
Turkey really do like to play with a distinctive style, one that's pacey and expansive.
And they have the players, those players that love a gallop or two out wide.
Yeah, they're the key supply routes, Peter, carrying the ball and then delivering it across that box. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Dixon, distributed tidily. Neymar gets a good foot in there. Alexander-Arnold, and here's Shevchenko. Shot could be on, and he shoots! Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. So this to extend their lead. That is some save from Khan!
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling.
And the shot!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Howson. Marquinhos is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And he's forced to go back, and he's worked it through. He's in a great position here, and he's cut it out.
2 added minutes has been
Ended up in no
indicated.
man's land. Good read, needed to be. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. That's the end of the first 45. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I'd like
Barcelona
to draw your attention
up
to the
by
screen
1 goal
right
at the
now for
halfway
information
point.
on our shuttle bus service.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Barcelona with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. And here is the first touch of the second half. Barcelona currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Decent chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Substitution for Turkey, number 24, Shevchenko. Coming on to replace him is number 19, Kukçu.
Fernandez clears it away. And it's hoisted clear. Now that looks... And Batistuta! Neymar. Foot in. Aims beyond the defence. Neymar, who does have an assist to his name. In with the challenge. Now it's Neymar. And that is expertly dealt with. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He has found the way through. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Turkey are looking to go forward now. Turkey are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the...
Chance! And he's stuck it away! Turkey are back in business! A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Turkey restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Neymar. And it's Neymar. Marquinhos does well to get it back. Neymar. Now it's Shevchenko. And this is Neymar. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the shot! And how good was that? About as smooth as it gets. And they've got their lead back. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Out of play for a throw. And that's another throw. Pirlo. And here's Batistuta. That's an excellent... Oh no, this does not look good. Well read, and the danger is averted. Neymar. Now it's Shevchenko. Kupchu. Now it's Neymar. Look at the space here. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Oh, that was vital. Ødegaard getting this one clear.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Turkey really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Quality ball. Great vision.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's taking no chances there. Berghaus. Alexander-Arnold powering forward here. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good switch, that.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, they can break here. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Kvaratskhelia. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? And the ball's come loose here. Neymar. Now it's Shevchenko. Very much into the last knockings.
That's going in strongly. I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
He's found a way, and the shot! And that's a tidy finish. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much. Neymar! And he should have made them pay.
Neymar deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's a key interception. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle.
Visit to our official store.